Hello, my loves. My name is Iris, and I am a clairvoyant. I am an eclectic witch and a public author. I would like to talk to you today about eclectic witches because that is exactly what I am. I am an eclectic witch. And I would like to tell you a little bit about myself as I go along with this new venture of being a YouTuber. Let's see how everything works out. I get a lot of information into what an eclectic witch is. Guys, I always have my notes. I am the type of person that like to be accurate and I don't want to forget anything. So I have some cheat sheet notes. So bear with me if I look down on the paper. Okay. Before we talk about eclectic witches, um, let's talk about us being eclectic beings, okay? Which we are. We all are eclectic beings. What does that mean? It just basically means that we embrace the things that call our soul, that called our spirit, or that called even our body. Things like maybe religion, it could be music, any type of art. For me, it's poetry. So a lot of my incantations, my magical incantations are written in rhyme. um, and like I said, I'm also a published author, so my 5 books on Amazon are poetry. Anyway, other things that call our souls could be poetry, it could be nature, it could be hiking, it could be sports, it could be healing. Whatever it is that calls your nature, these are the things that make you a unique person, an eclectic being. Okay, with that said, we eclectic witches are the same. We adopt different ideas, different styles of practices, and we make our own philosophy in regards to what we have learned and we have absorbed, and whatever has called our spirit that we have studied upon, that we have growth into, or that we have even fallen into our life's purpose into. So we eclectic witches also take those ideas, those styles, and we make our own cohesive practice of magic. Okay, that derives to what calls each and every one of us our souls. My path may not be the same as yours. You may be out there speaking the gospel, and you can be a Christian, you can be a Muslim, or you can be an eclectic, which, like, we all don't have the same spiritual paths. So that makes us also unique spirits, unique witches, eclectic witches. So what we do is we study all these different things that come from different traditions, that come from different sources, and we just mix everything together. But I cannot emphasize enough that this has to be done in a very cohesive way in which the practice works. Okay, so this philosophy is what we call our philosophical practices, which in time become our eclectic practices as human beings, okay, or as witches. um, whether we are falling into our purpose, whatever that may be, or whether we're falling into our spiritual purpose and you're trying to find out more about who you are and what path you should walk spiritually. So with that said, I'm looking into my notes, so please bear with me. So with that said, an eclectic witch is somebody that practices her craft according to the philosophy she has adapted, to the philosophy that intrinsically calls her soul. Um, I wanted to speak to you about eclectic witches today because, like I said, it's my first time in YouTube, and I wanted to create a very short video about eclectic witchery and speak to you about who I am as an eclectic witch. I have been practicing the craft seriously since I was 25 years old, but I do come from a family and a lineage of witches, but also from a family of high spirituality. What does that mean? That means my grandfather was a minister. I have nieces and nephews and uncles that are pastors that are preaching the gospel. My very own daughter right now is in the missionary field with a school into college, and she has a lot of goals. So, with that said, we all have different paths, and we need to be able to fall into our purpose as individuals, because at the end of the day we are eclectic human beings, and that's how we determine what our path is. Thank you so much, guys, and I'm looking forward to my next video. I hope this explanation on what an eclectic witch is was helpful, and I introduce myself to you as Iris Seda and that eclectic witch. Thank you.